To Daily Focus. I'm glad that you are joining me this morning, and I am looking forward to sharing God's Word with you. I've entitled this one, Which Way Are Your Feet Pointed? And you might think, wow, that's a strange title. But if you've ever wondered where someone is going to end up, you can really determine that by watching which way their feet are pointed. If they don't want to end up in a certain destination, they're going to have to turn from the direction they're going. But if they continue down that direction, you can determine where they're going to end up. And if they want to end up at a different point, they're going to have to turn their feet. They're going to have to turn the direction in which they're going. Well, I have oftentimes dealt with individuals or ministries of such that I felt were drifting away from their mission or their calling or their reputation. And I've often used this phrase to say to them, I'm concerned because of which way I see your feet pointed. In other words, I feel like this is where you're going. This is what you're after, even though your words are telling me this is what you want and this is what you're after. But it just doesn't seem like if that's the destination that you want, that you could ever go there, because your feet are headed a different place. You're going a different direction with your feet than what you're telling me you want to go. Well, that's sometimes true, unfortunately, of us in the Christian life, is that we tell people we want to glorify God. We want to accomplish God's will. But the problem is as they view our feet, we're kind of doing what we want, and we're kind of going to where we want to go. And in that mindset, what we've really done is said, okay, God, you designed the will for me. You designed the pathway for me. You have set the design of marriage or family or church or government or society or relationships or friendships. Lord, you designed these things, but I would like for you to do this for me. Well, if it contradicts God's design, he's not going to do that for you. It's not that he's not listening. It's not that he doesn't care. It's that you're asking him to change his design, and you've got the wrong order. God doesn't change. We change. He's the constant. We're the variable. And that is exactly what is going on in this next section of Psalm 119. And so as I read, you listen, thou art my portion, O Lord. I have said that I would keep thy words. I entreated thy favor with my whole heart. Be merciful unto me according to thy word. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. In other words, the psalmist is saying, you know what? I considered what it is that I'm asking God. I've actually thought through what is it that I'm really trying to accomplish. Why is it that I'm so intent on pursuing after a certain thing? Why am I so desirous of something? He is saying I had to think on my ways. I had to really be honest in the evaluation of not only of what I'm pursuing, but why am I pursuing it? And he said, and I turned my feet unto thy testimonies. In other words, I looked at your word and said, what are your designs? And I turned my feet to embrace the design of God. In other words, I'm going to change so that I fit your design. I'm not going to ask you to change your design to fit what I want. And so then he goes on to say, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandment. In other words, when I saw what your design was, how you had designed life to work, I changed. When I was able to understand your will for my life that was different than what I saw for my life, or what I wanted for my life, or what I was intent on doing, I changed to be molded into what your design is for my life, my marriage, my family, my ministry, whatever the case may be. And I didn't sit around and wait. I didn't pout because God wasn't doing what I said. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. At midnight I will rise and give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgments. I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. The earth, O Lord, is full of thy mercy. Teach me thy statutes. In other words, God, would you please just keep helping me understand your designs? And then I'm going to take what you teach me from your word about your design of how life functions and what my role is in each of those designs. And I'm going to pursue that. And I'm going to surround myself with people who want your design. I'm not asking you to change your designs to fit my desires. I'm asking you to change my desires to pursue after your designs. Which way are your feet pointed? Do you find that you're constantly asking God to change his designs to fit your desires? Or are you willing to let God's word change your desires to fit inside of his design? Which way are your feet pointed? I hope it's an encouragement and help to you. I'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. God